Guys, the deals on eBay just won't stop coming. This is another deal with Ryzen 7000 series and an RTX card.
For only $528, we got this shipped to our door, and it's looking like a really good bang for buck system. We got to open it up and see if we're missing something after a word from today's sponsor.
Finding insane deals like the one from today's video might seem tough, but it's actually way easier than you think. The most important thing though is having a good website where you can deal hunt with confidence. That's why you should check out today's sponsor, Jawa.gg, an online marketplace for PC hardware, peripherals, and even full systems you can trust. All their listings are digitally moderated by their in-house PC experts. Jawa reviews each part or rig listed to make sure it meets their standards of authenticity and fair pricing. And it shows when they have insane deals all over the site, like this RTX 3070 8GB for the low price of $230, or even this Intel Core i5-11400F for just $80. The best part is Jawa.gg not only has a ton of sellers listing CPUs at really affordable prices, but Jawa also purchases CPUs directly from customers to make it the easiest possible solution for selling a CPU. With instant quotes and a quick turnaround time, it's super convenient to offset the cost of a new upgrade. If you're interested in learning more or in doing some deal hunting yourself, head over to Jawa.gg today and be sure to use code TOASTY10 to get an additional $10 off as a first-time customer. Big thanks to Jawa for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
So yeah, what we have right here, guys, is a Lenovo Legion T5 tower. It's a refurbished tower from eBay, but it comes with new hardware. It features a Ryzen 5 7600, RTX 3058GB, 16 gigs of DDR5 memory, 512GB SSD, and we got this thing for $526 with a discount code. But the funny thing is, eBay, at the time of recording this video on, what day is it? September 23rd, you can get it for $467, which is ridiculous. But we're gonna go with the price we paid.
A little bit of a larger tower than normal. Oh, we got tempered glass. Oh my God. Yeah, so this is a Lenovo Legion T5. This is not our typical like IDEA gaming center that we would normally find on eBay. So this is gonna be a little bit better than like the typical acid green HPs and stuff like that. It's gonna be better than a Victus. This is a little bit closer to something like an Omen lineup or even an Alienware.
And it's cool to see this badge. You normally don't see this badge, like a Ryzen 7000 series badge on a pre-built like this.
From eBay.
From eBay. Again, this is a Lenovo refurbished. I think on the box it even says it came from Lenovo refurbishing, but it's sold by a refurbishing company on eBay.
Yeah, it's cool. This one even has, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, but I think we can take off like almost every panel too. So this is it should be more of a traditional build, but you guys know it's something that Matt and I have to kind of look into a little more because I know a lot of y'all are always asking, is it case swappable? It does look a lot wider than normal micro. It's almost like eATX in terms of its wideness or ATX, but it's definitely micro ATX in terms of height. All the connectors are standard from what I can see.
This reminds me of those like Asus ROG pre-builts we see, that everything is a standard PC build case, unlike a Victus where like the IO and everything you can't do anything with. So in theory, you could put another build in here. Will the motherboard go into another case? That's another question.
And of course, with it being Ryzen, we got some DDR5 and wow, what is that? Let's see, we have 16 gigs of speed is not visible, so we might have to figure that out in Windows. I'm gonna guess 4800, but we've been shocked before. RTX 3058 gig, and then of course underneath this stock CPU cooler, which honestly is bigger than like a stock Ryzen cooler by a little bit, we have a Ryzen 5 7600, very power efficient, very heat efficient, and actually, wow, this build like very standard air setup too. We have a very perforated front. We got two 120s in the front there, RGB, one in the back. It's kind of cool to see like a very unproprietary build.
Yeah, on the back, we'll look at the cable management options here, which, I mean, again, if it's pre-built, it don't really matter to you, but there are cable management like tie downs. Yeah. It's actually pretty cool. It comes with a Hunt Key power supply, which is,
good brand.
Can we see the wattage on here? Is that 600?
I'm gonna bet it's 600 then.
But then there's a 500 watt here.
Oh.
But there's like a bunch of different watts on here. Hold up.
What?
All right, so you see there's output watt, 500 watts. So it's a 500 watt, which pretty solid.
Respectable.
You wouldn't do any like crazy upgrades like a super high-end GPU or anything, but at least should come with a PCI power to where you could add like a 4060 or 4060 Ti at some point. 500 watts would be plenty for those GPUs.
See how this thing actually turns on. Yeah, that's an important part. We'll get to the gaming part here in a minute. We should have some good looking RGB in here.
Yeah, the image shows just this Legion logo lighting up, but those should be RGB fans, which I think if it's based on the other Legions we've had, you have to download a certain software that they may not have pre-installed to get that working. So they just advertise it as being off because it's easier to do it that way.
That's funny. There's an RGB strip too. I did notice the back of this board has a lighting button.
Oh, done. That's it.
What the heck?
That's it.
Oh, that's bright, dude. Look at that.
Oh, look at this. This looks so sick, actually. That
Yeah,
Legion logo is actually pretty dope.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, Lenovo's definitely doing something with this, especially, not that Lenovo's selling it for this price, but, you know, the fact that you can get these builds for this cheap, I think people are kind of sleeping on eBay a little bit.
So yeah, we're going to go ahead and test it in some games, see if that CPU cooler is good enough for the 7600, see if the 3058 gig performs well. But all in all, especially at the price at the time recording this video, you can get it for even cheaper than what we paid. This will be a good one to keep an eye out for, especially going to the holiday season as more stock of these come in on eBay. This could be a great, well, gift PC. Or for just somebody who wants to get into PC gaming on a budget, $500 is really good. Building it yourself would probably cost about the same. Let's go ahead and play some games on it and see how it performs. One important thing to mention before the benchmarks is this right here is an RTX 3050 8GB OEM, which based on my research has a slightly lower clock speed than a standard RTX 3050 8GB. The 3050 8GB is already not an amazing card. It's pretty much like a 1660 Super in terms of performance, but a little bit overpriced. But we're talking about this PC as a whole, as you can see here, for about $500. Well, at the time recording this video, a little under $500. I can look past the RTX 3050 8GB with the idea of an upgrade path in the future, especially with these two 8-pin power connectors. I wouldn't put anything super high-end in there, but you could easily go up to something like a 7700 XT, or you could do a RTX 4060 or 4060 Ti from the NVIDIA side of things and get really good price to performance with this Prebuilt as the starting point. Sell that 3050 for about $100 or so and you'll be good to go there. So all in all, pretty decent system. Now let's benchmark it now that we know that everything in it is what we say it is, and yeah, see how it performs.
Guys, we are playing Call of Duty Warzone, and we are currently running full screen exclusive at 1080p. We have the balanced preset with DLSS set to quality, so we're definitely aiming for some higher quality settings here rather than going for like the super high FPS. As you can see, you know, we're only getting like 80 FPS. I say only, for a lot of people, this is plenty.
Yeah, obviously the 3050 is going to be what holds us back the most. I mean, there is a good upgrade path here. You're really getting a lot of value with the 7000 series Ryzen and a decent, well, platform to where you can upgrade in the future, but out of the box performance for $500 is still pretty good.
Don't shoot my teammate.
Ooh, broke his armor. Hey,
Yeah.
got one.
Yeah. Oh my god, the recoil. Recoils are so quick. Oh. No. No. Oh my god.
He once had too many armor plates. Whoa, this is a lot of trickery happening here.
Oh no! Dude, that dude just obliterated me.
Got him!
In the corner.
Imagine.
Oh, we did it!
Ooh.
Oh my god, no way.
No! Got him. Check this out. Oh, that was a nice one. Oh!
Oh, what the heck?
Spot wipe.
Oh!
Oh, remain unbroken. I think he broke you.
Yep, I had to let him, someone had to take me out of the game, you know, but yeah, I definitely running DLSS performance, the game actually felt really good, very smooth, didn't feel any input lag, and over 100 FPS most of the time.
Thanks, game. All right, guys, we are on our first drop of Fortnite, DX12, far view distance, low textures on this Lenovo PC, and I'm curious to see what the FPS numbers are like, because I would imagine a game like Fortnite, set aside the 3050 8GB, the 7600 is a really good CPU, and we should still get a very smooth experience, which so far is looking pretty dang smooth. I bet the averages are going to be a bit higher once we land as well, but this is the game that I would obviously pick up this PC for out of the box, have no problems. Warzone, again, runs fine using DLSS or lower settings. But, you know, this is a game, yeah, as you can see, we're getting
200
at times 200 FPS, and it's smooth. It's a very smooth experience, so yeah, this is going to be a good one. I saw some guy dressed as Wolverine. I'm scared. One thing to note, again, we talked about CPU temps. We're about 80 degrees Celsius, but one thing to remember is with 7000 series Ryzen, on its launch, it was definitely mentioned that it was okay to run a bit hotter. Up to 95C was within spec. So this is fine for the 7600. Would I like to see slightly cooler temperatures? Probably, but all in all, in terms of the longevity of the CPU, this is working perfectly fine, but I'm trying to find where these feet are going.
Dang, they slid back. Freaking Cyborg Melon.
Cyborg Melon. I'm really curious because the seller has a ton of these. I'm wondering if there was like a widespread issue with this Prebuilt line because this is still relatively new. This is one of those things where, like, you know, Lenovo's just getting rid of a bunch of Prebuilts that are, I guess, older gen. I mean, we're still 7000 series Ryzen, so I'd love to know the story behind these systems. Ah! Hey, both of you.
Turn around. Fight him like a man.
Ah! Oh, someone else is pushing. Oh! Oh, I got by Lucio.
Speed boost.
Speed boost. Hey, Fortnite. Pretty good. 144 FPS, I say, is definitely the average. We did blow 200 a couple times. That was the first drop, but I think it was pretty dang good for a $500 PC. And if you get it for even cheaper, doing some deal hunting, it's a really good combo, especially for pre-built. So definitely keep an eye out for these. But what we're going to do, run our built-in benchmarks, get our 3D Mark score, and then we're going to talk about how much it would actually cost you at home to build one of these yourself. Because spec-wise, with a 3050 and a 7600, it's going to cost you probably more than this. And we'll talk more about that after the benchmarks.
All right, we just got done benchmarking this gaming PC, and while we were benchmarking, I did a little bit of math, and as you guys can see on screen, to build a PC with the same specs and honestly a worse power supply, you're looking at over $700 for tax. So the fact that this thing, as of right now, is under $500 is freaking insane.
And in terms of the other benchmarks, it did show this PC is capable in other games. We did run Black Myth Wukong at 1080p medium settings using FSR. We almost got a 60 FPS average, we'll talk about here in a second, at 58 FPS. And then we ran our 3D Mark Time Spy score and got a score of 6,137, which is a 9 cent per point score, which on paper, those numbers don't sound amazing, but I really think it's the 3050 8 gig that is holding us back here. Not to say that this combination isn't great. It's performing awesome out of the box with a very solid upgrade path, and you can plop in a decent GPU that requires an 8-pin power connector in there, like an RTX 4060, or a future GPU out there that supports an 8-pin power connector and a 500-watt power supply, and get really good results. But it's really the fact that this is a modern platform with DDR5, a modern CPU, and really awesome performance for $500 or less. I think it's a really good deal. So definitely check the links down below. They will be affiliate links. They will help us out. Let us know what you think of this Lenovo Prebuilt down below. Would you buy one for your next gaming PC? Or are you one who prefers to build it? Let us know in the comments down below.
And as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
This PC right here will be for sale at PCBros.tech.
PCBros.tech, great PC deals.
Discounts.
Use code ToastyBros, save 3%. You're buying a PC right
Bros.
now. You're hitting checkout.
PC Bros.
See you guys later.
PC Bros.